Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Jurassic Park Hunter Legends Special Edition, our Site B week, where we're on to our second day trying to complete the challenge. We've still got everything set up proper for it. Max aggressive, max sensitive, max view range. I mean, the view range is optional, but I just think that one helps a fair bit more for myself. And yeah, Site X, I do have to set everything up again. Now, I know at least the Ankylosaurus is aggressive. I think the Stegosaurus can be too. I'm not 100% sure, but we will take that. We'll take all of the weapons, just because we probably will need double ammo for sure. I am debating if maybe I should use the tranquilizers, just that way we don't have the helicopters coming in as much, but I don't know if it matters too greatly. We'll kind of see. Overall, though, everything's in place. That's good. We'll see how it goes through, and yeah, coming back to, like, a Carnivores mod, I am reminded of a lot of the little issues that could arise for trying to do the recording. It's like, the crashes just out of nowhere, some of the technical stuff, like, the Mars Edition engine, because of how it operates, there's not really a way to sort of pause your startup into a map, so the editing might be a little rough for what you guys will see, where it'll just be, like, black screen, then it'll pop in or out, or how I'll have to have done it. But there's that as a little thing, and yeah, just how brutal sometimes it can be for, well, the challenge itself here is meant to be brutal and difficult to push your, how much or what you're able to do. But I'm also thinking about, like, if I were to go to other series again, I really would not be able to do them as I have in the past. It would definitely have to be something where I think I give myself all the funds I need to show everything off before I start, and then it's more of like a, not a playthrough, but more of a, I'm trying to think of what I would even describe it as. It would be going through each map, playing and walking around, hunting, and trying to show off every animal, but it wouldn't be a standard playthrough of, like, beginner all the way till end game. It'd be more so of, like, a overview of the mod, I guess, would be a good way of putting it. I don't know, again, I'll see how the comments come in, but if there's a lot of people who are more so just focused demand of more carnivores, more this, but there's not really feedback on how they'd like to see it done or that, it does dissuade me a bit from covering more of it. Like, we'll hop in and I'll probably talk a little more as I'm trying to survive in this challenge. But it's more so, there's a technical aspect that I think gets overlooked that I have to try to sort through and get right, that people don't always take into consideration when it comes to, like, requesting series or wanting to see more of certain things. Like, Carnivores has been the biggest because it does require a few more edits and some more tweaks and things than I usually do in a lot of series. And there's also the aspect of how much progress can be lost just with how the game itself plays. Oh my god, I got raptor overload here. Yeah, I knew I was not surviving long against that. That was like a dozen thrown at me. I'm surprised how many I took down before they got me, though. Oh, and a big giant raptor to come claim the kill. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is way too quiet of a start. I do see raptors up in the distance, but yeah, this is way too quiet for what our starts have usually been, so okay. That was a pretty sloppy, and I used more ammo than I wanted to, but yeah, this is eerie. Nope. Well, there's one of our worst enemies right there. Monolophosaurus. Yeah, you almost have to try sidestepping him to get the mortal zone on his back. Okay, I don't hear the really stomping thud, so I don't have to watch the walls yet.
Returning to base.
But this does mean everything must be packed into the next... Oh, I saw something up there. Oh, another one of our... Oh, okay, I'll definitely take that. That's very nice to get this early. Okay, there's that down. Okay. Again, it's way too light for... Oh, okay, here we go. It's been way too light on this first section, so everything's got to be loaded into the other areas. And we're at probably, I would say, the most difficult area, because the pitfalls aren't too bad if you can see them, but the real issue that arises is the dinosaur behavior around them. Because you might be able to see some of them will just like go completely vertical on the edges of them if they go into the pits. But there's also that some things like to clip through this corner too, as they might be making their way towards you. Gonna have to be ready with this one, I think. Oh right, the pits are visible. That's one of the changes I forgot that happened.
Okay, boss.
Oh, crap. Okay, I see a lot running up there. You know what? I'm going to be smart about this. Okay, yeah, you got a bit scared. I'm going to wait for that Proceratops group to come over to... Oh. Oh. I'm glad I tried to look back behind me, but I also didn't even hear this one running in at me. The audio is a little more buggy than I remember. Because, like, a lot of times you can hear the dinosaurs' actual footsteps and movements as they're, like, doing their thing. However, I'm not sure if it's because of the fix that's in place or something else. Oh, I didn't realize there was two of the giant raptors coming in. Or the Utah raptors, I think they are. Yeah, that's more what I've been used to for how these starts go. Okay. Oh. You dirtbag. Still hate the Monolophosaurus and the Cryolophosaurus. They are one I remember so much because of, like, the invincibility they've got. Okay. Kind of calm for the start. A lot of herbivores, but... Oh, I do see... Yeah, again, these guys are just the worst on this map. They're even worse that they are easily the worst. The T-Rexes, although they have a pretty low or small mortal zone to get, at least aren't invincible. Oh. Yeah, I wish I could even just get a moment's breather to say, okay, drop in, let's go. No, it's immediately I have to be ready to defend myself. Okay. Oh, that tricert will eventually be trouble if we make it to it. Yeah, take care of that. Oh my god, that's... Yeah, there's all kinds of technical stuff I'm running into. A lot with the audio. There's also some things I'm noticing. The capture is also having some freezes, stutters. Yeah, I think just with its age, I'm not going to be doing much more carnivores. It's too hard with its age to try to get reliable footage without the captures acting up. It's not even like I keep dying or that. I know how incompetent I am, so I can understand completely that I'm having an issue. But when it's stuff where it's like stutters, audio drop in, drop out, even like for loading in, sometimes it's seeming like the capture displays the picture before it's even on the actual screen I'm seeing from my monitor. And yeah, that one, again, Cryolophosaurus, Monolophosaurus, you don't see any blood for the hits because it doesn't actually register they're being hit unless it's the mortal zone. start us off with the worst one again. Like, I kind of wish there was a way to be able to disable them, just because they are such a... Yes, they can be taken down, but no, they're not working as intended, I think is the big thing. They're a bug. I wish there could be an easy way to almost toggle what ones you want active and not. Okay, there's you down. That was a whiff of a shot. Also, there's the stomping, so something's going to be coming out of the... Oh! Not only was it out of the side, it was the worst one out of the side. Because the Monolophosaurus are surprisingly fast, too. Okay, but we'll just keep trying. Yeah, Ceratosaurus aren't too bad. Oh yeah, I'm getting a lot more stutters for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because I keep doing so many, like, restarts. I'm going to do an exit, and I'll actually bring us right back into a new go, but... So much of this stuff, I think it all really comes down to the age for the game. It doesn't run... It can run smoothly, but trying to do captures with it, I'm noticing just so many issues. Okay, we're back in... Oh, well, that was a good shot right off the bat, but of course... Okay, got him from afar. Oh, I was back up against the... Wait, why wasn't I able to back up more? It was almost like I was hitting a wall there. I want to go back in, because I wasn't backing up any further at that spot, and I don't know why. Actually, I have to survive to be able to get to that spot again, but... Yeah, I was like right here. I was trying to back up. Oh, maybe it's just my finger slipped off the key. Okay, that could have been it. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to... Still got a few minutes, we'll keep trying. But yeah, I don't think I've actually survived long enough to be able to show you guys that it does last for past the 5-minute mark. Just because of how brutal the challenge can be. Okay, worst one was taken down out of that group. That one's down. Looks like we got... Oh. Okay, managed to get him down. Yeah, again. You guys... I hear it. Okay, where's it? There it is. Yeah, see, that's... Another unintended feature of the Site X challenge. I guess because a lot of the map, or the walls, are... Oh, crap. Yeah, I tried, but nothing took him down. Because the walls are made of, like, single rocks layered over each other, I guess there's a little bit of a gap that, because the hitbox might not be the full model, some dinosaurs can squeeze through if they do spawn in certain areas. Like, I'll try and survive, be able to show the map of the area again, but oh my god. I don't know how I've avoided all these... Yeah, I don't know how I was avoiding so much there for, like, the time I did. But how the Site X map is, it's basically just a straight pattern with a bunch of super steep slopes to it all. So if I can survive a moment to pull the map up, I'll talk about it with you guys a bit more.
You've done a great job.
Yeah, so you can see the map. It's basically just that in the middle of the ocean, but there are super steep edges to it, so the dinosaurs can actually climb up them. So there's a chance that things do spawn outside of the main ground. Like that. You can hear it again. Oh. Yeah, these guys just make this so much more difficult, because unless you can get them... It basically has to be you need a broadside shot. It's sort of like if I was playing a regular hunting game. I want the animal facing its side so I could get to the vitals of it. Okay, you're down. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do the Site X challenge, but at least I can say we were able to come back for a week to give it another shot. And see how we did. Because, yeah, having invincible dinosaurs like that just makes this so much more difficult to try. And I don't want to lower the density setting, because that kind of takes out the challenge part of what it's intended for. Like, yeah. Those... I also don't know why those guys are so much faster than every other dinosaur, too. Like, the raptors, the Proceratosaurus, the Dilophosaurus, Metricanthosaurus, everything else has a little bit of a speed. It feels like you have a chance to... properly take a few shots before they might reach you. But the Cryolophosaurus and the Monolophosaurus, with their size, they just are, like, super speedy in. They just feel so broken compared to the rest of the roster, and it's known that they are broken with the Mortal Zone, but it's just because I keep running into them so dang often, despite having such a big roster both here and Site X itself it spawns. Yeah, Site X, that's it. Not sure. I think I was saying Site B for a while, but it's Site X. We'll give it another couple tries, see how we do. And then bring it all to a close. Oh, there we go. I managed to just get the sidestep in, but...
You've done a great job.
I gotta keep my ears open for more stomping, for... It also seems like anything that does really stomp heavily to the right side is either Monolophosaurus, Cryolophosaurus, or the Utah Raptor. Those three, I think, are the only things I've had over this edge here.
Okay,
Or, like, come from the right side facing through the rock wall.
returning to base.
So if I do hear, like, the super stomping, that's the cue of, okay, I have to be super vigilant in watching that. Okay, that's a galley, so... It's all herbivores right now. Nope. There's the stomping. There you are. And again, it's the worst offender of the group. We'll give one more try and then end this episode. But yeah, these guys suck so hard. Nope. I thought I restarted, but you know what? Maybe we'll take a little break there just so I'm not slamming my head into the jaws of those guys over and over again. But yeah, with all the technical stuff, I'm really looking and leaning. I don't think I will come back to Carnivores on the channel like I was thinking. The 5-minute crash might be fixed, but there's just so many issues that come with the age of the game and trying to cover it, as well as the visual quality. Because that's one of the aspects I've been meaning to talk about, it's just I haven't been able to survive long enough to get to. Is if the camera stays still, Carnivores doesn't look too bad in a video. But because of the nature of the game, and you do have to move the gun around, a lot of things really blur and mesh together. It's not too bad on Site X, because you don't have a lot of the environment colors blending together. But other places like, say, Isla Sorna, or... I'm trying to think of another one that has... Even Isla Tucano's another. As you start moving the camera, because of the age of the game and how capture technology is for like more modern stuff like OBS I use, everything blurs and gets pixelated, and there's nothing I've been able to find I can do to correct or lessen that. It just becomes a really hard to look at pixely mess at times. When you stand still, okay, but because of how mobile you've got to be, that does take a toll, so... I think this will be kind of my farewell wave to Carnivores stuff for the channel. I still would love to see a more modern take on it. We have had, like, Carnivores, Dinosaur Hunter Reborn. The issue with that was that, again, it was basically a re-release of the game, but there wasn't enough content to keep it going. That seems to be one of the big things for... that kind of killed Carnivores Dinosaur Hunter, is that there wasn't enough content to keep it going, and there wasn't support to keep, like, trying to add a little more. That amount of content kind of worked back in the day, because it was back in the day in that, but more modern times than that, you kind of want a little more. And though Prehistoric Hunt is another game that I feel has a way to get to be Carnivores, I think it really needs to take its time to start doing more for the dinosaurs, just with the idle animations and making it more hunting game than shooting game. Because something even Carnivores got right way back in the day for, like, hunting game, is that it gave the dinosaurs idle animations, whether to stop and sniff or graze or just look around. That's kind of a natural behavior, but there's also a subtle behavior of it where it actually gives the player the chance to line up their shot for an accurate hit to a vital zone or a mortal zone that the Carnivores engine used. Because Prehistoric Hunt doesn't really have the dinosaurs stopping with these natural, like, rests or idles, it feels more like you always have to take your shots as they're mobile, which makes it so you can't have as accurate shots to hit mortal zones or try to get the vital hits on the animals. So yeah, I'm still looking for that the true Carnivore successor, I would call it. A good dinosaur hunting game that brings all of the past aspects of, like, species, weapon variety, but also modernizes it with better engine, graphics, and some gameplay tweaks and stuff like that to allow you to, say, like, track animals or more to that. Nothing quite has found it yet, but maybe with some more time, something will come close. But we've got one more episode for Jurassic Park Hunter Legends Special Edition Site X Challenge, that mouthful, to try to complete for the week, and then we'll bid adieu to Carnivores for content. But thank you guys for joining me on this episode of the series. If you did like the video, be sure to give a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, share in the comments right down below. Until I see you in the next video or episode, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.